The 5 Levels of Leadership by John C. Maxwell. Being a leader is more than just having a title. According to John C. Maxwell, being appointed to a position only marks the first stage in a leader's journey. In this video, we'll explore the book and discuss the main learning points and how to navigate through the 5 levels of leadership yourself. The purpose of this summary is to encourage you to read the whole book by taking a peek into the content it provides, and remember, no summary can convey well enough what the author has written himself. Let's jump right in. Level 1. Position. Employees who only reach level 1 do not officially make it to the definitive level of leadership because they are only entry-level leaders, but this level consists of being the boss. In fact, a positional leader leads effortlessly. You've been put in a position of power and therefore are responsible for others. Level 1 leadership is simply the foundational level for which all other levels are built, and there's nothing wrong with being a positional leader and one of power. When someone is given a position, it's because they have been recognized for their talent and potential in that organization. As the author explains, it's a good starting point, but every leader should recognize that this level is just that, the starting point of a good leader. There are 4 reasons to celebrate being at level 1 out of 5 of them, and they are: you're in a leadership position because you've been recognized as having leadership potential. A leadership position means you have power and authority and are recognized for it. It doesn't mean that you can rest on your laurels though. A leadership position is an invitation to grow and move up the levels, developing you through the 5 levels of leadership that the author laid out for us. The leadership position allows you to maximize your potential by shaping and defining your skills further. Becoming a great leader, one that progresses through the 5 levels, involves a mindset of growth and personal development. When you start your leadership career, your page is blank. You get to fill it by being the leader that you want to be. And the earlier on the journey you are, the greater is the potential to shape your own leadership role and gain good habits. First, start to define the leadership skills you'll need by writing down what type of leader you want to be and what legacy you want to leave. Then seek to learn the skills needed to make you this type of leader. Level 2. Permission. Making the shift from position to permission is the first real step to being a leader rather than a boss. Learning to function from the permission level of leadership means the landscape changes. In the permission stage, people will not just obey orders, they'll start to follow you. These followers do so because they want to, and it's because the leader is building relationships and trust by providing a positive influence on their team. The foundation behind this is the need for humans to feel connected. We are social beings, so when we feel cared for, included, valued, and trusted, collaboration and shared leadership become possible because we feel engaged. Level 2 leadership is an important step forward because this is when team members give their superiors permission to lead them. To achieve level 2 leadership, you'll need to connect with yourself before trying to connect with others, because building relationships with other people often begin by getting to know who you are first. You'll then need to develop a people-oriented leadership style because leaders who operate within permission realms of influence don't need to enforce orders through rules or systems, so the level 2 permission-based leader never tries to rule with an authoritarian stick. You'll also need to practice the golden rule, or show respect and empathy, show care and compassion, and listen to your team and serve them. You'll also need to become the chief encourager of your team and strike a balance between care and candor. Level 3. Production. In this step, your leadership moves on to another level and where you and your team produce results. Many leaders at this stage become powerful contributors to organizational output. These level 3 leaders make things happen. This ability to get results gives level 3 leaders confidence and credibility. They also get increased influence and standing in the business. People tend to want to work with level 3 producers because of their ability to lead effectively and get actual results doing it. Leadership at this level attracts other high-performing individuals, and those who are already accomplished will be drawn to those who have shown they can get the job done. To get to level 3 leadership, you'll have to share your vision with others so they know what you plan to accomplish. Too much ambiguity leads to poor direction and poorly executed tasks, while productive leaders establish a clear connection between the organizational vision and how the day-to-day work is being completed. You should then begin the process of putting your team together, and keep in mind that at the heart of this step is the need and ability to build a self-directing and effective team. Also, make sure to focus on what yields the highest return and never lose sight that output is your goal. Level 4. People development. The tactics and methods you use to succeed in level 3 leadership won't be enough for the level 4 leader. Along with the normal obstacles that arise while climbing up the 5 levels of leadership, successful leaders are required to make paradigm shifts as they improve. Level 3 focuses on improving productivity for personal and professional reasons. The ability to create a high productivity team, department, or organization indicates a level 3 level of leadership ability. However, to reach the top levels of leadership that create elite organizations, leaders must transition from producers to developers. In other words, once the team is performing and creating tangible results, the next focus is on people development and developing other leaders. And the reason for this is very simple. People are an organization's most important asset. Therefore, people development is critical for level 4 leaders who invest time and energy in developing others as leaders. Likewise, organizations need people who are open to both growth and instruction, regardless of their experience, because these are your next potential leaders. Successful leaders are level 4 people development leaders because they care about other people's success as much as their own. According to the speaker and master salesman Zig Ziglar, others will help you get what you want only if you help them get what they want. Level 4 people development leaders know this to be true, which forms the foundation for the next level of leadership. To make level 4 leadership a reality, you'll first need to focus on sustainable growth through development. So as a leader, you'll help your organization's future when you give responsibility to those who produce the work, establish the environment for ownership by making sure each person wants to be responsible, coach personal development and continual training, and be a fast learner yourself. Encourage others to be as well and give them the tools to learn quickly too. The next thing you'll need to do is delegate projects and more important tasks as people develop, which means that if one of your teammates can do one of your tasks at least 80% as well as you, then let them do it. By being a pragmatist rather than a perfectionist, you're more likely to be an effective leader. Also, make sure to put the right people in the right positions, equip others with the knowledge to do their job well, and identify future leaders. Level 5, the pinnacle. A leader rarely reaches level 5, but you should always shoot for this pinnacle. To succeed at this level of leadership, you must have the appropriate skills and experience for leading others on levels 1 through 4, which means having a high degree of skill and some amount of natural leadership ability. Level 5 leaders lead so well that they create a legacy of leadership in the organization they serve. They develop level 4 leaders and leave a lasting legacy. This high-level leadership position contributes to the success of everyone in and outside the organization, so when a level 5 leader is present, there is an influence that transcends the industry, creating an environment where everybody is successful. Although they have achieved great success, Pinnacle leaders are humble and grounded. They show gratitude as they develop the next generation of leaders. They help as many leaders as possible reach their potential as much as possible and tackle as many challenges as they can so that the business is sustainable and successful. To get to the fifth and final level of leadership, you'll need to make sure to stay humble and keep doing what got you here. Maintain your core strengths, create the right inner circle, continue to develop leaders, provide one-on-one mentoring, and plan your succession. Naturally, there are some considerable benefits to implementing the 5 levels of the leadership model. One of the big pluses is that if you get it right, you'll build an organization of proven leaders where they all follow proven steps to maximize leadership development. This in turn helps implement a positive and open culture of growth and development. If you want to become more than a boss, whereby people just follow you because they have to, you're going to need to master the skill of inspiration, whilst investing your time and attention into being the best possible version of yourself. To be a stronger leader, you must produce results and build a team that is engaged and high-performing. To get to the next levels of leadership, invest your time in developing others so they can be the best leaders they can be. If you are dedicated, skilled, and determined enough, then you can become a leader of the highest caliber. By following the 5 levels of leadership, John C. Maxwell shares insight into how to pragmatically become a successful leader and how to teach others to do the same to reach the 5 levels of leadership. This brings us to the end of today's video. Make sure to like and subscribe, and also don't forget to click the bell button so you can get notified whenever there's a new book summary ready for you.